slowly and made sure the Sanu wasn't going to have the perfect aid he wanted.
Attackman draws the ball down. Here comes Amankwah.
They get back to the top 4.
Eduku here. Eduku! Wow! What an introduction! And this time it's going to be Abin Jr. Abin Jr. Pulls one back there for Heart of Lions. The slow motion, and so he makes it 3-1. Atakumi, 3 goals.
Right, and week 6 of the Ghana Premier League C, and it's make away results. Shannon so say Mediama Sporting Club wabo any FC Samates ebo 1-1 Saso era Dreams FC wamanso Eshe Nations FC by 2-0 Swedro All Blacks Etnefie 2 Basake Holy Stars Entimianti Bechem United Etnefie 2 Vision FC wamanso Entimianti Hoho United wamo Etnefie Emma Ediana Stars ebe shome kamienua Entimianti. That game there was a screamer from Emmanuel Mafo. Heart of Folk etwa Brekum Chelsea ekoshome kamienua wamonso entimi ante. Then of course Bibiani Gold Stars wamoshe Heart of Lions ekamienua wamonso ekamiensa emamutimo bako. Then of course 11 Wonders wamonso ene Karela United ebo goalless draw. But earlier ene Shannon said Bibiani Gold Stars one outstanding gamer na akemuno wamo echi Brekum Chelsea eshomo ekabakwa Wamantimiante. Samuel Atakumi in the only goal of the game, Edema Brekum Chelsea. Now, Mami starting Mfri Mohamed Shaban Hall. Week 6, excellent results. Once again, Samuel Bodu, former Heart of Folk coach, 3 consecutive times. Watana Brekum, Emma Heart of Folk, Ababefa victories. Then again, Bibiani Gold Stars beating Heart of Lions, while ending up 5 matches unbeaten run now. Or more RND. Then interesting results.
Yeah, so we spoke about Bibiani Gold Stars Out of Lions. Here, Kase produced a lot of goals. So I wasn't surprised. The 2-1, the 2-2, and the results we know. Now, say, indeed, Omushia 2 or more goals. Bibiani Dance Park. Last season it was 2-1 for Bibiani Gold Stars. So obviously I wasn't surprised. But the fact they said now Lions consistent performance and now say Omeko unbeaten after match day says, but they failed to make that exploit. And then for Brekum Chelsea, a lot of work needs to be done. And last week, Kanwa said the statistics with Samoboidu, they are winless against Heart of Folk, and they are even yet to draw a game. And it's been 3-0, 1-0, 2-0. Mauli Wayo scoring back-to-back against Brekum Chelsea at the Golden City Park, and that is a major problem. I was a coach in rectify. And they'll check Brekum Chelsea league table or the 16th place with just 4 points, only 2 points they separated or no. Any 11 Wonders, Basake Holy Stars are winless in a year games are Omabonina. So a lot of responsibility on Brekum Chelsea. Now for Bibiani Gold Stars after in their results, Somakoda of top 4, almost 12 points, only 1 point separates them from the league leader, Mediama Sporting Club. They are not picking up their pieces. Their away victory, are pure to 12 with 12 points, and they are now continuously improving. Say you winning more matches in the first round of the league until second round. It will be difficult for me to add them to title contenders. So for now, these are the title contenders: Mediama, Heart of Folk, Ediana, Gold Stars, Heart of Lions. Now in a way you can add Samatex, Karela, Asante Kotoko, because Kotoko have 2 more games to play, and with 2 more games, Oman 1 point out of Oman 3 points out of the 6 points and here a total of 11 Eddie the position of young apostles. The reason I'm for young apostles and count is Kotoko outstanding games, Oman 1 winner, Obenya 11 points, and Ebaya 2 points separating them from the top. So interesting league table and
right. Mohamed Shaban and Odia Femino coach. Interestingly, we are coaches. Say we are coach, we coachy, let's say Heart of Folk. Now we move from Heart of Folk, Echo Brekum Chelsea. Now for a match about 6-7 seasons has in renew but the last 3 seasons I will be a coach in that team has been no be show and the pressure mount more as coaches no how do you feel say results in the banisa
banisa wonder ndimi kata wani sabi ade che kwano epie kwa usuru for supporters ne be start say ene mo dincho anya very easy say woni hono na yewini wo ba ye no maybe for about 2-3 matches no we win here I say camouflage visa na fe de kwese say enko yema wa identity enko yema is I say players ne entie wasem ana say we coach na ebia won ye friendly na ebia we divide team no enko fo bi wo ha da bia open wasem uno na nam kwaku kwata do ne breme jese ne fa breme bra fie na yi no a we divide the team we say bia open wasem until the D-Day no come match no ho na o make sure say o ma o so mo nyina da bia me ka say national football teams no yeah won phobia o ma for ho into consistencies
okay
bia manage mo anyway yeah we say bia me star player team no but coach the empower 70 no
oh you too
yeah but we zoom and those me here me here emmo
of course
so you know e be say ye share e be dey sabe gueti oh and this video question dem one osere
oh in ache
o ka say ye pam coach ye pam player
so some board should be looking at how one plays in reality especially when it comes to out of matches
Samino vim no dey feel kotoko sorry hearts of folk no say was in high esteem but going along no dwindling it depends on the players you have so when the players in the buyer it's a different thing
of course
we've been a top players in super another thing and you know so we play between the two that's now and now they ebia solobo or channel the bosalabo or chavina we abo you don't have consistent team but if you say when we don't show lose match to keep on changing answer obenya rhythm no one answer one fair but that go best now bottom
right and coach J Sapon Shapiro and Yabone and Samrani don't forget there are a lot of things it's me also a year week 6 no so far Premier League you know running through teams Omunyan lose game some of the interesting statistics after match number 6
all right so where a factor actually we unbeaten run na osha omo black and white ni chere teams omo lose games teams omo kita omo logo intact teams omo lose games into osha 1 2 3 Heart of Folk Asante Kotoko FC Samatex so we unbeaten in the Premier League but what they call last season the man here you can say after match day 6 last season now 5 teams are we unbeaten now interestingly 5 teams are not we unbeaten the Kotoko can Samatex can but Heart of Folk no can has lose in match day 1 but it means that so the unbeaten run here assess teams now has an improved side from last season in terms of performance. Now, Obershe, most home wins are teams need to almost strength your Mufie. Now, Mediama Sporting Club, Mediana, Gold Stars, we win 3 matches at home. Mediama, there were about 4 matches with you. We win 3, draw 1, or beating Ewofie. Mediana, but 3 matches with you. Now, kita 100% record. Gold Stars, kita that record. Who has Nikotoko has just 1 game. Ewofie Kotoko. And so a lot of our standings to play 2 matches weekend wins back over count now now overshare most penalties awarded we teams to creative penalties and the Bieni Gold Stars after match day 6 of the Ghana Premier League Karela na the man say ni can say Gold Stars one player bako and Ashe na Samuel Atakumi and again player bako na so creative penalties ni na your friend Samuel Atakumi and Karela bless ege on so Ashe ni na Ashe one against Ho United that first time Ashe ni go for the club Heart of Lions, Silver Blacks, Vision, Bekum, Chelsea, Dreams FC, Samatex any na enya one out of the 18 Premier League teams no we mu teams are ometimenya we away wins na away wins no say you can share home wins solo until say share away wins how to folk ontimi win ofie and ontimi win ofie away oya there or 2 away wins in the Ghana Premier League Kotoko ever 1 Onyana against Bekum Chelsea Heart of Lions Mediamanti out of the 18 teams 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 out of the 18 teams only 7 teams after match day 16 are recorded away victory. It tells you the strength of Heart of Folks team no Masudi Dramani team no and Abdul Karim Zito Kumasa Santi Kotoko, and this is a top scorers chart. I have very competitive, keenly contest that course now. Osha 8 players now. Yimanoma Fuediana and Adiba Kwame Pen say out of the 4 goals, so I share bicycle back and a stunning goal now can or share from the half of Ediana against Hoko United were away. And so he's been a key player. It's not a discovery last season or anybody league anymore. Richmond Opoku a discovery, Young Apostles. He was with Sotreman, but our Young Apostles, he's been a discovery. He's won a player of the month, and he's been a key player. Someone Atakumi in form, Atakumi 3 of the goals now, but from the sports kick, and then or share from an open play. Courtesy Berima Bauman assist out to Michelle. And someone that took 4 goals. He was a former player of Karela United, but now an improved player. Will go. Safian Osman, the debut Premier League season, Hoko United, Abet Amwawo, 2 goals. This is one key area. Clean sheets. Right. It has impact. And Benjamin Asare Solo on no lead 5 matches, 5 clean sheets, 100% record.
Right. Hello, Mohamed Shaban. Interesting statistics of the Ghana Premier League. Baby, she said GPL Fie live all on your TV. Until they call Facebook, now for a message or questions. I did be a person with the twice, you know, for 200 me. I bet you na fe yaka inina Eddie Mao coach J.E. Sapon Ewaha, of course, Mohamed Shaban, and so Ewaha. Medi Eddie Solomon Amankwah. Don't forget, say, over the weekend, Hoho United LUC at home. Coach, we heard the way Hoho FOS started with that promise, especially the opening game against Hearts of Folk. A lot of people know more expect to say Hoho United because couldn't in their next game. Omoko draw against Young Apostle. But against Swedro All Blacks, they were winning and winning. Then what left him? Diana Abeshan 2-0. And the pressure about Moso.
Sorry about 4. Now go now we share Kusi.
Yeah.
And then Cantania, you know. Now to pour no the Bafia. Oh, you're before about.
So, or Chini at Duano,
yeah, class 1 for now. Ramua. Got to you. I can say for no more. Now to me couldn't be the Bafia. Yeah. And a floor before.
Okay. 2 percent as a for teams are normal.
Oh, say one do about there's all back classmates. I do not start. Home team beer. One spirit is soon. Going alone, as I hope not a setup for my year. Yeah, because I'm going to meet a cuckoo for of course. Oh, and I share Utifia now, Shena, if you say, or if you're the fortress, yeah, league in Oboa. Because has got to be consistency. Like I said, league in the for Diagro. Oh, okay. And then say, when we need, you know, a country. So be aware of Biano, but a different ball game. I do not start a former
winners of the Premier League.
Yes, a job and local experience, of course. But I said, to do my friend, Mama. Oh, tell say a wake up call. Say, I'm a kind of homie before Mukokum, a Kusini. Okay, Nasino, Umco a 2 Umudu, Namfangula. Don't forget, Hoho United, the opening game of the Ghana Premier League. One of the Hearts of Folk at the Accra Sports Stadium. I want to pick a point for one of them. Week 7 of the Ghana Premier League. Interesting matches. And a bit to me, Akoso. Now, started on Friday. Ewa Pando Heart of Lions. One more Etnefi. Omine Basake Holy Stars. And 3 p.m. Ewa Pando Sports Stadium. And I saw game no. A bit to me, Abaso. So Saturday, Ediana Stars, Wamone Dreams FC, and Ebetimi Abo. Then, of course, on Sunday,
Heart of Folk, Womani Bibiani Go Stars, and so the Accra Sports Stadium. These games in Yano a live Onia TV. Other matches are ever so on Sunday. No, Mediama Sporting Club at TNA Stadium. They are yet to lose. So Womani Swedru All Blacks and Ebo Kerala United, Ebo Bechem United, Saso and FC Samatas, Wamaso at St. Sports Arena, Womani Hohoi United and Ebo Nations FC. About 11 Wonders, Young Apostles, one more any Brekum Chelsea, ever Wenche Sports Stadium. Vision any Asante Kotoko game no, because Kotoko, ever the CAF Confederations Cup game ball at 90, sa game no, enyadia, ebetimi abaso. No, my main following shots here, Heart of Lions, Basake Holy Stars, Basake enyanya victory on Heart of Lions. Now, interestingly, only one player in that team already share Basake Holy Stars no any remaining Emmanuel Forisechi. But ahead of the game, head coach Ed Makpando, Heart of Lions, coach Bashe Hofield, Ed Sembi Atuja.
Prepared for so many matches, the matches ahead, and so we take it one by one. And the match has been brought to Friday. So the preparation we did is what we are rehearsing. So we are prepared for this one because we lost our last match. So we have to put in more effort to get the point. We are trying to make sure that at least all the home matches will get point for me. And so when you go away and you get a point or a whole 3 points, you become happy. But now that we have drawn away 2 and lost 1, coming back home, we have to make all effort that we get that.
We coming back to our home ground. We are doing everything possible to win tomorrow match because we're going to away and lose in away. We coming home. We expect great win tomorrow. So we are working towards that tomorrow. We have.
Coach Bashir Hereford, Erafe, Dudley, Eche, and Amo Ekasa and Mo. Basake Holy Stars, 5 matches, not even a single goal, and Omashe. Omobetima Koshe a goal and possibly get a win against Pando Heart of Lions.
Well, last season, Amuko Pando Omulusu 3-1. The return leg, Ayenzema, game the ending goalless. And so, obviously, Basake share Heart of Lions, Crada. Both home and away in 2 matches Omishamu could share for the 3rd time in the history of the Ghana Premier League. Now, offer Basake Holy Stars Oka last 5 away games now. Okay, can you now boom total games away now since league mo baku 20 lose 15 draws 4 win 1. And that 1 winning against House of Folk in match day 1 of the 2024-2025 season. Omu winning in September 2024. In October, November, December, the entire 2025. Okabomoa, Omu winning any away game, 20 matches. And so, Omu are poor on the road going into this fixture. Now, offer Heart of Lions about the last 7 games, Omu winning 6. I draw 1. The last 6 matches, Omo winning now. Enti o de eno no ya analysis now obviously. Per the records Omo ni share results ayenya. Then again, Heart of Lions home form, Basake Holy Stars away form now. A clear indication that a bad thing Ediama Basake. Again, Basake cran share go ye. Onyan share go ye. And a Lions so opponent on the ball of Fiebia or Shego. And so, if Lions score 1, based on Basake Holy Stars statistics, no, that is a bad thing. Ediama Basake Holy Stars on Beshe. Now, I did back one me per se share. We Heart of Lions, Basake Holy Stars, and me per se ye taking note say Bismarck Enin, the left back of a Heart of Lions, only available for the game due to accumulation of cards. Into opportunity for Abdallah Musa Mukofani if you are catching All Stars for him to represent, make his debut for the side. Now, offer Basake Holy Stars attackers nini shego yo, but Prince Treneboa Abranti last season she 8 goals more. But this season, Oshe ne records 5 matches our ball, 415 minutes, or yet to hit the net for them. Now, we on fewer Prince Opoku are likely to lead the attack, and then Joseph and so bet me up from the flank. So this is a possible starting attacking side for a team one. They find the Basake, but obviously the NT made the Basake about deep, and I made the Lions a push you when it's a Basake best sit deep to play more defensive game because obviously I'm conceding, I'm defending more against opponent. Now we feel Lions team now. One change depend possibly obefi team. So you look at FSN na washe Eche Dogli. Enti Eche Dogli are obo as a defensive midfielder and this time oboko deep into the half of Basake Holy Stars. Na Boama Kwansa, he has 2 assists to his credit. And also Ubehune say and also Ewo a team numu. Then Ubehune Freeman. Na Afewehu Kojo Obin Jr. Na Ishmael Adu Ewa. So this is how they are going to line up. Then Ubehu Hennessy Aban playing this way. So this is how Lions are going to play at the Lions Den. Na Afe Baseke Holy Stars ebe city deep. So they will use the pace of Trinebua because no any player obetumi apeki ball no they are making runs. But Adeba Kwan I was say Shannon so say because Lions be dominating the hit map ne be wa ha omo be take advantage of the team. No metumi possess game no I control the entire minutes of the game and the advantage omo dey into the game. So advantage omo nya ni na no ebe what the area of Baseke. But how do they defend? How do they avoid conceding? Now, Sadat would have a role to play, and Jacob Wazi Ebenya role to play. Opportunity for goalkeeper Prince Asempa to prove that he is one of the best shot stoppers. We are both Bechem United for 3 seasons. We are called Karela United. Afe experience Naba because Cassie enya red card in their game against Red Draw Blacks. Finally, yenche how our Lions beat me attack. Yenche how our beat me control game. No, na yenche opportunity on beat me against Gold Stars. They were using more of the flanks into wing backs, no SRG forward. So Danso is already here. Ubon will be joining the attack and you'll be creating a lot of chances. Ubon say they will have a lot of men in the half of Basake Holy Stars. I just don't know how Basake are going to prevent Lions from scoring because a lot of their men will be in the half of Basake Holy Stars. But hopefully, maybe or making up picky points, but I don't think it's possible.
With illustrations are why the tactical board, clearly Lions able create a lot of spaces at the Basake Holy Stars based on the way on be attacking. And on Konkoma and a bit of an issue when they need to defend because Aban and Hennessy speed wise probably you go for Aban. But for Hennessy, only that speed, he's always intelligent. With Francis Otinje, Joseph Hodgson, and of course, Prince Cheneboa, and Prince Opoku. Wouldn't they create problems?
Now, Mamincho, the NT and creative problem. And the reason why Adebia can't out of Lions are near Abo Abranti with the Now, this is going to be the role of Eche Dogli. Say, Omo attack here, or better joining the attack like I did. Omo defend here, or no better running fast. Ababeka center backs no. Okay. Now Ababeka Obaha no more. He's good with blocks, he's good with tackles, he has the speed, he's a young player, he has the pace. Into usually Ebasa Ubose Eche Afoli back. Again, one of the second best player of Heart of Lions, wing back Danso. And Ubose Danso, even after surging forward several times, Ubose Obe swing it back. No Ababe joining. Now Abdallah for the first time, Ubose will play this role. So Opeke Lions team now almost surging forward more. Okay. Anytime their wing backs fail to a 4-back usually a costly problem, and it happened against Gold Stars. And anytime I move back and play their best of game, it goes into the advantage. So they are going to set forward and set their kind. After losing the ball, we want 3 players joining the defense. So Eche Dogli obe joining. Okay. Now we Abdallah are joining. Now we Danso are joining. And we want to say game between these 3 players. Nabakwaji man of the match.
Right, coach. Your mates Bashir Hayford what Ghana Premier League in the pay Okofa Lions team no like relegation last season they nearly won the league. This time around up at top 4 teams of the league and then on the back Lion team no more against Holy Stars no. Do you feel say or make me win the game no?
Ghana ha na ye mu o player o coaches. Bashiru Yobia okuta vast experience in football. From schools level, so that started here up to that level. Of course, Somaliland.
Yes.
Somalia.
Yeah.
Or okay, give so 2 man in Ghana. Because then 2 no. And to share, my call, P, you know, like former, for instance, late Afrani.
Yeah.
Let Osam do.
Yeah.
Those class of
college coaches, no.
Where they handle on players. And I say, for that. And I see, this guy is one of them, Bashir Hipford.
Yeah.
Team Fie. He that to know Heart of Lions was no team.
Of course.
All of a sudden, no, they have searched so much on the war front. Say, we be slow. Now, you see, the man who lose match, you know, I don't know. I've not spoken with him, but Mr. Spati said either they didn't reach Baby early. Maybe a council, they have some problems. So normally, yes, I know could do it.
No, I fatigued.
Wabre. From a year, Wabre. It may affect your game. Yes, I know. Go to Satiba and Quadano, normal apostle. And going against Basake, you know, Basake, no, coach,
Adoti, another experienced coach.
Yes. But the materials will make you experience.
Of course.
So materials in here, experience. What does it? Materials in here, we have a big hello.
Of course.
And you know now, we for players, you know.
Rashad, any the former coach,
yes.
Kazali Moni.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kazali no winning match no Olifio. Against Heart of Lions, I don't give them any dog's chance. But history tells me, said there was a time when Olympics was a team where they surveyed everything. Now, team maybe share one, not team no point, just like Basake.
Okay.
Team in a Crown Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
So 1 year. Because team and share goal on my Olympics.
Team Messi.
Football.
Right. I know I coach Jay Sapon. I don't know. On Saturday there's a crucial game. Dreams in your first victory of the season against Nations FC 2-0 and Omunyaye. Omokoshia Ediana Stars. So echo Hohoi, Ekoshe Hohoi United. And so El Hodom 3 p.m. and at Jumedino 8 Basso. Ahead of the game now, coaches, players, or more Akasa.
We still have a lot to correct. We still have to prepare the team mentally, physically to be ready for the next game. It's always about the next game. The next game is Ediana. The team need to be focused and make sure we improve in all aspects and make sure we go to the one and pick a disciplined. We need to make sure that when we go to games, we defend very well, keep a clean sheet. We also need to make sure there is good connectivity between the link between defense and midfield. Defense and attack is also solid. We also have to make sure that when we go to games, we create chances.
Coach Wilfred Dormont, head coach Edema Dreams FC, and then some way Etuja Arresti Kachioba coming up against Wilfred Dormont. Move.
Yeah, so data no and we per se analysis be we per se between these two teams, you know, there ekofa win neighbor between our encounter and yanko back to 2020-21 data we a review a year matches ball with Diana home when Anajiman be doing the past 5 seasons and match bia Diana host ya born with different venue in the Premier League and so Anajiman Bedu the first has hosted all these games and the venue now so able host the game on Saturday. Now statistics nature say Diana share Dreams FC 2-0 our 2020-21 a game we are born match day 31 and now 2021-22 game we are born match day 31 and now game ending in a draw. The third season also no a Dreams FC ko share Diana we are born match day 34 and now a year Diana share Dreams FC in 2023-24 South fixture we ocean year we are born war first round And 2024-25, yes, I born the first round, and game we quite there. You born match day 7, and you born match day 17. Now, solo share permutations, no. At just say Dreams FC ebenya point against Ediana. Usually, you born was second round.
Yeah.
Adentia. Over Ediana in the past 5 seasons, on the second round, and that is why in 2020-21 they were at a point getting closer to winning the league with Karela and Haas. 2021-22 after the first round, Ediana were on top of the league table. Na a year 2022-23 Sane by even 2021-22 until match day 10. Kotokoshe Ediana in match day 11, no Ediana in that league, and so Ediana constantly stays top of the league. In the second round, it becomes a challenge. Statistics just say you're born the first round now. Say a Dreams FC better point. Okay. But you're born the second round now. Yeah. Results in a dicey. It me ending a draw. It me call Ediana. It me call Dreams FC. It me call Ediana. So say you're born the first round. Need advantage in the comma. Ediana FC possible winning 2-0, possible winning 2-0. One say yeah, but almost to be share 2 Fie. So possible win if say Kwame Ediana 2-0. Now at the back one, yeah, Shannon so they say Ediana has got the best of attack, and the entire American side say young highlighted players and key players for Ediana. Mizak Efie, one key player is signed from Brekum Chelsea to Ediana. Then the second player to talk about is Yimano Mafu from New Edibiasi United. Last season he was a force to reckon with. This season he is an improved player with Diana. Not a year hence Namponsa, a young player. We winning 2 most valuable player awards in matches. About 6 matches, we winning 2. So obviously, this is a deadly throw going into the fixture against Dreams FC. Now, we are seeing Chenya Bright AJ crowd bench. Bright AJ at the bench. William Denchin Tori, left back or not the bench. Obemwa say Dauda Bensidibe, Burkina Faso striker or also the bench. Kofi Asante or your winger or also the bench. Charles James Kamara or the league with Gold Stars or the bench. Abdulaziz Nuruddin at the bench. One of their experienced player, Sam Adams, also at the bench. So an advantage for Ediana in terms of the attack. And the players are Mabubo, so the strikers and wingers, and so it makes it more easier for Ediana. Again, Ediana winning more matches with Fie, and this is the approach. Adebako Ediana go into game one. Omodi corners, omo 2 defensive midfielders, and the 2 defensive midfielders. No, Maxwell Atta, a former Dreams FC player, is also going to be part of a defensive midfielders. Into Obeseji, a back na a Owusu Ansan. Ababeshe anymore. He's a former New DBRC player. He's been a constant starter for them. And so this is how they play. Say the Sana Maxwell Atta as 2 DMs. Now Fiwenya Owusu Ansan as an attacking midfielder. And they are going to constantly attack, possess the ball, and Ube say wing back Abubakar Adams, who is playing ahead of William Denchin Tori. Usually remember Adumaku, and remember 2 assists to his credit. 2 assists to his credit as a player of Ediana in 6 matches. And it tells you, say, he constantly goes to the opponent's 18-yard box. And this is how they are going to play. And Mami Yanshan say Ediana be lose game, opponents lose counter-attack, because they always want to score, especially in the second half. So second half, say go by idea, nature say problem about Ediana forward. Now, these are the 2 pillars of Ediana, but usually Maxolata echo. And so with Maxolata, he is more good in terms of ball playing. Sana is good in terms of ball blocking. In now, a year Mafu in the last 2 games, Washe goes into obviously mentally or you're prepared for a game because he would want to score for them. But then, you know how Dreams FC are going to go. Ebenezer Adade is a wing back. Isdin Mohammed is a wing back. Yaro Isaac. But when Cabrante historic in 2023-24, Yaro Isaac a joint top scorer. I was zone a year 1, 2, 3 of the Access Bank division. Okay, Kamboma. Oni Abrante Bakwe and Farouk Mohammed that was signing Ama Nations FC. Not Oboho United. Obo share 17 goals each. Last season, not joining Dreams FC. Oma converting to centre back. Now a striker. So Oma converting to centre back. And now Ubenya Eye Christian Owusu as another centre back. But constantly, Omo concede away. Why? Omo share opponent constantly. Kuta the strength now for this centre backs to contain them, and that is why a more creative opportunity for opponents. Right. Remember, we'll be doing more of their crosses. Adebako was said Dreams FC Shannon Sonny say crosses nebeko. Ube wants to remember Ebeba Bejina, Obetra crosses now to and Marfo. Abrante Bakwa. Crosses nearby is good with the head, is good with his feet, a bit more dangerous. But sure, my attacker, Suraj Seidu, Apia, Enes Apia, and then Nimodine, and then Babolin of Itogo and Awaba. But because they are going to go through a lot of pressure, I want to see how Suraj would manage the game, because big games ni energy or they call into the fixture. The results need be determine how the attack of Dreams FC need be control game, because in the midfield a game for Indiana, they will take charge of the midfield, take charge of the attack. But say we for Domo building on the counter attacker. Obe won say remember Obe won say Abubakar Adams score. Now also use the two wing backs, and don't forget that Alex Boachi centre back. Edima Ediana, any Anochibi. Omu in person almost said forward. Anything Alex Boachache one goal, assign one assist. He is always in the opponent's 18 yard, especially corner kicks. Corner kicks be able Alex Boache do, corner be will do. So you can build on the counter attack and then create more chances if possible. Right. With many goal.
And see, why Mohamed Shaban on Ediana and I feel Dreams, but Yanko, one of the featured games are Yade Bro this weekend at Wonia TV. So a crowd of folk at Nadia Cross Stadium. Now, one more and Baby Gold Stars, defending champions of the Ghana Premier League. It's me, Eddie Abo. A big game. I don't know, say, coaches in Akasa, coaches in Kasaya, Mo, Mamin starting free a year, J. Sapon. So, Masoud Didi Dramani, solid team that we're building. They are yet to lose a game, they are yet to concede a goal. Hard to folk team, no? Ideally, from the coach's perspective, saying a woman, no.
Well, at this point today, make us say, oh my idea. But like you said, there's more room for improvement. League in Afeni Asati. Adebakone says, if you keep on winning, a time comes when you lose the match, it breaks down the team. I'm only hoping, I'm saying this because of Heart of Lions, but they are playing at home. And the only problems are normally, winning, co-team. We lose match, but we lose that twice 3 times. Yeah. And so now what me pick up. But for now, I think Didi is doing very well. We say or draw, pick points in the hand. All of a sudden, no, go. It means a day or 3 one, it has started to bear fruits. Yeah. But the real test time, how many goal stars? Yeah. And the best say, baby, I'm not doing pepe, so I'm not just a fluke or just the real music to be played. And also the other goal stars. Yeah. I said, sir, who pump coach in the midst of nothing. No, normally it affects the team. Of course. But I'm saying goal stars, they have overcome that, Amankwah, yeah, and so no assistant. Yes. I'm sure he learned from performance. But let's see what happens in the second half, because the Olympics, it happened to me. The same type of a year. It brought down the team straight. I come call relegation. I had to go back and save them, because and then we climbed the ladder. And for now, the real test time for Didi is on Sunday. When I'm very sure supporters will come craving for them because of the win away. Yeah. But it shouldn't go into their heads, because anything can happen. They are meeting a team one, Naniabre, of course. No, he wants to get back to the sport. It's going to be a very dicey match. Of course. Very difficult match. And the honor referee we are not shutting up.
Right. And the Jay Sapon Phil said man of the match a bit my referee, because the Juma Bayo will keep no and Juma so more starts HSA, because clearly Go Stars Yana so many house of folk ball across Sport Stadium. no mutanya good results in recent times.
Yes, in recent times, coaches na results. Last time they analysis about clubs meeting, but it was self-factor. Coach, impact a role I'll play in the team success. And also our meetings are 4. About 4 matches per match biabium. And here hard to folk will fear our need a Gold Stars airball. Now, also 4 matches now. In 2021-22, the first time a Gold Stars make your debut with Premier League, the results ended 1-0. And so game with Samuel Lincoln and they shared the only goal for Heart of Folk. The following season, Hearts we need 2-1. And the last 2 seasons 1-0. It means that the last 2 seasons has ensured even a goal against Gold Stars when Fie. But Gold Stars used 2 coaches. Solomon Amankwah the 3rd coach or the Gold Stars after Michael Osei become qualify for league. Michael Osei the late Michael Osei 2 games we. And Frimpong Manson ball 2 games we. Inti Heart of Folk playing against Frimpong Manson as Gold Stars head coach there. But Heart of Folk playing against Gold Stars without Frimpong Manson results positive going into the fixture. And say you better test statistics we actually it means that you better Heart of Folk Gold Stars or Mushia without Frimpong Manson may be a results because they are in favor of Heart of Folk. It means that Frimpong Manson they were the antidote to playing against Heart of Folk. Now Yanko Munayenshe Adia able to make the difference going into the fixture. And the difference in where your teams know Heart of Folk are yet to concede a goal in the Premier League after 6 matches. And the idea intensi say has about 6 matches on conceded goal here. And per what we saw against Bekum Chelsea, chance no matter what, were players on between Abim Abebo. And that is why Heart of Folk started the season with Esibe and Ali Mohammed. And the upon Afanya 3 centre backs. Ali Epra, Afanya Beshao, same results. And then Ubon say Ubon say DM Bakwe, same results. Ubon say 1 central midfield Pra, same results. And it's going well for them. Now, Yan Shebium, Gold Stars in their last 5 away matches are Wabo. Last 5, we were winning 3 and lose 2. The last 2 we lose, we are conceding 5. 1 Sheba Kumpo. And against Vision FC, against Kotoko, we are conceding total of 5 goals. And that is a bad record for them. Has at home, last 8 matches, 4 wins, 4 draws. Has at home is difficult. Has last 13 matches in the league, home and away, or you're unbeaten. And so I'm sure Gold Stars will map a strategy going into this fixture. Now, Heart of Folk, this is how they play. Once Ransford Mensah waha, Machina Onuye left back, Machina Babeshaha. And Vefi Ewaha, Machina Babeshaha. And that is how they play. But Yefa Befi Mbraha, you show the strength of a year Gold Stars. Gold Stars were contour, very skillful. The passes no good. But Osho Gold Stars are they good in terms of Gold Stars performance. Say, Obun say, Omunya Bona, Omutukum. And eba ubun say eye kumibete ne ho na eye Sanon omo tall lanky striker no oni be call for the 50-50 balls now with wapem ama Kumi and Kumi does the final work for them because our pace our speed udi ne ho agro na ball ni beto ne nim say e be din say wetumi afa because our one day na wetumi ahye goal no but then say oblock Sanon it becomes difficult for Gold Stars now to play their long balls locating their striker because usually Sebo never flanks are Berima Ban Ewofie is very good, is skillful, but then on making more crosses what Berima Ban does is to create set pieces for Baby Gold Stars, and then if he's going to give a pass or locating player or you're free from the midfield, and so Berima Ban all the time from this side Ubonso kuta ball on crossing but obe locating a player Ebiawa Banti emphasis a quarter on no locating right. So the biggest strength of Gold Stars has been the long balls, locating a Sanon, winning the 50-50 balls, Omuye against Swedro Blacks, then Omuye Biom against Heart of Lions. It worked for them. Now Heart of Folk able about 2-3 strategies into the game. First of all, Ombeko with their wing backs, they will try to attack you from the flanks. And they go to Kakari Hussein Hamza Issa and then Subonting Paku George Ewaha. And look at the men around Heart of Folk. A lot of the players look at them. And even when Omu Lusu Bola, Omu say a year Amponsaba because Ombe pressure, no more share, and a lot of the crosses will be done. Now, Omu Yana say Ankoya, now Omu the Mauli Wayu, and so wings. Omu the Beka wings, no, they are likely to have about 6 players in your half. And that is where the crosses will come in. And it's share House of Folk Bekum Chelsea, a corner kick goal, another cross goal. Into what they do is to cross the ball and get you confused. Now, for me to convert the chances, no, sure. But Goal Stars, biggest strength, their goalkeeper, Kobe. Hearts of Folk, biggest strength, their goalkeeper, Benjamin Asari. And so we are going to see end-to-end action, but the 2 shot stoppers would have the final say in the game. Wow, obet my mistake, no, but obet me at and right. So, a tough fixture. And
Hearts of Folk in young conceded a goal in the Ghana Premier League. They are yet to lose a match in the Ghana Premier League anymore. Will Goal Stars be the first team? I'll be breaking Ben Asari in a 5-year game clean sheeter with me and I and a better. But a little bit on Swedro or Blast Airport Takwa or Money Mediama Sporting Club. Just brief. We have barely like 5 minutes now. Wrap it up. Mediama will lose match at home. Clearly, they are making the Takwa TNA as a fortress. Can Swedro or Blast results?
Swedro Blacks, what we've seen on the road, difficult for them to even score a goal because at a point normally we share against Nations 2-1 and 2-1 against Indiana. But it looks like at a point goals need to be Mbabium. And for Mediama Sporting Club, interesting results for them at the TNA Stadium. 16 wins, a total of 2 draws, 3 draws, 1 defeat in 20 matches were venue. 16 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat. The last draw against Samatex. And I think Swedro Blacks are now rebuilding. But then yet too convincing. And maybe a test case against Mediama, but Mediama have the chance to get the win against Swedro.
Right. So I saw with Karela and Bechem United briefly. Karela beat me because the last game before last weekend, I'm going to break Chelsea. A year Aliu Mahama. I'm about a year draw. Would they bounce back against Bechem final?
It's a difficult fixture because Bechem Apeki, Augustin Okra, Darwin Yeboah, Yimano Laban. These are quick, swift attackers. Omodi going into the game, and I watched Karela Bekum Chelsea. I realized that Bekum Chelsea surging more forwards, a bouncy pressure. No, Emma Karela Dakakra. But this is a game to test Karela because they are one of the sides I may see Omuhuyehu. But of course, you play against big teams at home. If you're able to pick the results, then we can add you to the top 6. Because now Makacho is a title contenders near 6. If Karela wants to be part, these are fixtures also winning. I'm dropping points against Bechempe, then I would say maybe there will be a mid-table team. It's a difficult one. Bechema pick your pieces. Isabotre, the coach, I feel we need players, Kofi Tompomo or midfield. And for Karela, 1 key player, Zachary Abdullahi. I know Obetimi Ayejuman, but for them to convert their chances because Ivan Sose will soon starting boy. And
that's a weekend or making from the bench.
And then Aminu making a debut for Bechem in their 2-0 victory against Vision FC. He played 10 minutes, and to me assure say as the results keep coming, number one opportunity, a game to watch, but it's still an advantage for Karela. However, Bechem me a police surprise if August Nokra any Darwin Yeboah omu take your chances.
What of Nation? Because Kasemingo will be a Hunia Tono this season. A team last season until the issue of a year in Zima Basakeno, Nanka League in Omuji and Kasa. Yes. All of a sudden, even at home, almost struggle.
Almost struggle, but this is a game, a cool chop and Metie Kasemingo. He says this game is undoubtedly a game I will say a far results. No, but I have a problem. My problem is that you've signed Farouk Mohammed. He scored 15 goals last season. He scored 17 goals last season for Hoho United. Wabe can attackers no. Or Emmanuel Ano. Or Faisal Chawite. Or Richard Danso. These are all strikers. Or back with defensive line. And no problem. In fact, a team somewhere a lot of centre backs are nations. Razak Simpson, Samuel Oseko, Oko Gribman, or Kwame Boachi from the flanks. You have a lot of them. These are players that team Biabi here on the squad. But why are they not getting the results? Teams have found antidote to Nations FC play, and so when you say if you are not is out of the game, it's a problem. But for 11 Wonders, I'm picking up on pieces. 11 Wonders wants to look like Interallies in the 2020-21 season, where they kept losing fixtures until the second round, but then the harm has already been done. Kotoku Royals in the 2022-23 season, where they keep dashing results until they found their feet in the second round, when it was still not possible for them to return back. And so for 11 Wonders, a game was almost come, but I doubt 11 Wonders picking a point.
Right.
Maybe they would have to wait until their next home game to prepare. But the game, no keenly, why 11 Wonders are struggling. But for Nations FC, a must-win game for them.
Coach, Brekum Chelsea Wenchi Young Apostles after Heart of Folk demolition, that 2-0 defeat to Heart of Folk, or Wenchi. Young Apostles are finding their rhythm. Yeah. Richmond upon is scoring left, right, center. Yeah. It means that somebody said we're starting at 3 matches, so Lucy, you know, the next 2 matches, so we're saying Lucy.
Oh, and you said, yeah, but it's a son of a back.
Okay.
Something can happen. But that's a football game, there's other day. But then that's what you know, one I'm more free. Now, can Gold Stars name has say the way Gold Stars floats their ball into the opponents, you know, he has for counter. What I said. Yeah. But say who could we are Obi TV, color TV, Obi Subi. And the British who could we are Obi dead at the count there one. I said to Pumum.
Of course.
I want to Pumum. Oh, we are
no Musu we are.
Right.
Okay.
It's a way to those who are listening.
Okay.
Say we are coach. That's what I'm telling you. Say one really net faso. Net koshemwa. Teams like this, no one.
No. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Mo, mama, predictions now. You're fancy because there are a lot of messages I say clear at the every honor. Heart of Lions Basake.
Heart of Lions win.
Adriana Stars, Adriana FC Dreams FC.
First round factor, Adriana FC win.
Okay. Heart of Folk Gold Stars.
Coach of Gold Stars factor, Heart of Folk win.
Oh, okay. Mediama All Blacks.
Suede All Blacks away poor form. It's Mediama win.
Karela United, Bechem United.
Karela United advantage, but a possible draw.
Possible draw. Nation, Samatex, Hoho United.
Samatex win.
Nations 11 Wonders.
Nations FC win.
Young Apostles, Brekum Chelsea.
Straight win, Young Apostles.
Right. I know Mohammed Shabad. Maminka some of the few messages now for you and check out of the studio. Coach Ewaha, we are making a final word today. Sorry. We from Vincent Doku. Or see, Unia is still the only mosquito in my net. Yabeko so you cry malaria. Yabe Pedro at the account at the amount. Saso and Roda Ahin. Samates lost to Mediama this Sunday. So why are you adding them to the but on Samates or mainly see about draw 1-1, Mr. Francis K. Domekwe, I say I'm watching you from Columbus, Ohio, USA. Okay, thank you very much. Rodain, I say Jay is upon saying Haas Crack can go and score Chelsea. Chelsea them. Does he mean Haas is a small team to win? Patrick, there being yes and our Patrick. Why? Maybe I will agree sanity. I say, please, good evening, Onia. Please, for the sake of security reasons, I would not like to disclose my full name, but I am called Kweku. Hey, Chairman. Captain Smart, me ba no pa na message we wait me at the moment na ye o me say message we a enya de a ye betimi akasa e de afa coach mama tell final word ya bo now you are entering week 7 one more Belgian league ni yehu when na wo fi so Belgian league no this season
league the way pendulum no kono what mean try and say team A and team E Belgian league.
Hey, coach.
Yes, I'm telling you.
The house here, on to me.
Oh, Massa. Where? Who person what escape relegation?
Yeah.
Ghana League winning first round.
Of course.
Won't get in now. Second round was a wanted out for me. And you can predict say, I see Messi and not maintain a big league.
Oh, okay.
Then try. One prepare on at a channel. They could do second round now from the trial. I'll tell you that this team will win or this team will win.
Right. But briefly, so we should give me be live on TV.
Yeah.
APL coverage of the Ghana Premier League.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Now, we are close to EPL.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I say, output, no share interviews, no.
Yeah.
We share send our coaches in the banner, very professional. In the olden days, no. So fresh coaches from America, no, the game,
yeah.
So the game say, oh, play about say the game. But this time, no, you don't see say be by mistake no aka. But of course the tactical aspect.
Of course.
Of course it depends on the questions you ask the person. What I say because there was a time I'm a coach drafts. Now I'm losing match. Now journalist maybe say, Coach, who lose you? And I'm Mister Zara. Say, oh, mommy, who are? Maybe Sansa. Say, oh, mommy, who are? What I say? A question to be seven.
Fantastic.
And you know, to say you are very professional. You ask on the dot questions and then the answer. Questions out here, they will tell you. And very plain, they tell you what happens to the game.
Fantastic.
And you know, fantastic. At least, as a man percentage, my number 96.
Fantastic. Oh, they say we are passing here. APL Yabo Abaso, and coach J.E. Sapona, a veteran coach, a very intelligent man. We money classroom coaches know much study. Our born so we are not rabbi practicals. Our park and so Mohamed Shaban, as usual, Ghana Football Association statistician, and the FM, all the in-depth analysis. Our games in honor. Wait me at the Abba. But here is Solomon Amankwah, the Superman, on behalf of the entire production crew, from camera, echo, sound. Nafe lighting obia wotimi come here djumedie no ebaye na titru Adesa Production Limited wamo na djumedie esom na so a ye de esom nyame ya doma racho yawada sene ye besan Asia every Thursday 9 to 10 p.m. at the GPL Fie and at the Somo. On that note, I say have a wonderful evening. Yakramo.